Chad Anheliger, nicknamed the Monster, really interesting character out of Champions Creed, Calgary, Alberta. As an amateur, he's 1-0, and he moved into pros pretty quickly. With a 2-5 record, he's got tons of experience. And he's a small town kid. He was actually born in Consort, Alberta. Spends a lot of time hunting and fishing. Seems like a real good guy, even though he's out of Calgary. But excited to see Chad Anheliger, the Monster, fight here tonight.
Only had one amateur fight as well, and said that amateur rules were too limiting. He really wanted to move into the professional ranks because it was a lot more like a real fight. You're seeing that elevation up to the strikes to the head on the ground, elbows to the head on the ground, that kind of stuff when you move into the pro ranks, and that's what you train for, and that's what these fighters want to do.
Yeah, he got one. What's your favorite way to win a fight? It's one of the questions we had him, and he's like KO, TKO. I like to turn him off, and I thought that was a really powerful statement and mentality on that. But he doesn't have an easy fight, and Cory, the Irish Virus Chambers, coming up, does he?
No, indeed. You know, and he didn't do any martial arts when he was younger, played some competitive hockey, but he didn't start martial arts until 19 years old, so feels like he's a bit of a late bloomer. And, you know, you ask him what he likes most about it, and we hear so often from these guys is his team and the social aspect of training. But he also says, too, that what he likes the least is that you sacrifice your other social life, and you have to face it. This is a passion for a lot of these guys. You've got to commit yourself to get to this professional level, and yeah, you've got to make some sacrifices along the way.
Yeah, and if you're out there in the Calgary area and your motorcycle breaks down, he can fix it for you. He's also a motorcycle mechanic.
Chad the Monster Anheliger coming in here to face Cory Chambers. Looks relatively relaxed as he takes to the ring. And he loves that country and rap as well, as you can hear echoing through the Turvey Center in Regina right now.
From Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Cory Chambers.
Here we go. People love Cory Chambers. He's actually one of my favorite fighters, even though he's out of Saskatoon. Just a great guy. He brings entertainment. He brings this WWE mentality to it. He has a lot of fun. His nickname is the Irish Virus. He's always been a fan of the WWE, and he wants to bring this entertaining, exciting part to him. And he's a great Muay Thai fighter as well. He broke a guy's arm in one of his last fights.
Yeah, and he's got some experience here with Saturday Night Fights as well as an amateur. But this is going to be just his second professional fight. He won his first one. Looking for another victory tonight.
And there he is with the Irish flag, and on it says Dogs of War, wearing his gas mask with syringes to the side, coming to the ring.
Cory Chambers, another one of those guys that's really looking for the finish every time he steps into the ring. Doesn't want it to go to the judges. You know, we asked him what he likes best about this, and like a lot of guys, he likes hitting people. You know, you can't mind that. And what does he like the least about, and we hear this from a lot of guys as well, hates the dieting, hates having to get down to this 145 weight. But everybody on our card from top to bottom made weight here on this professional event. Nice to see that every time for sure.
Yeah, it's funny when you talk about some of these fighters, they really become monsters and Irish viruses in the ring. But outside of the ring, they're the best guys ever. They're friends, they're hugging, they're like, it's just the respect of this sport. This is business inside. But outside, they're just great guys.
And he's from just down the road in Saskatoon. You know, he's got a number of fans here. You can hear them in the crowd. Should be an exciting fight here for our third bout of the evening. Cory Chambers with Chad Anheliger.
Man. And the beautiful Veronica.
Our next bout this evening is a featherweight mixed martial arts bout sponsored by Chimo's Drilling and Excavating. Our referee for this bout is Adam Cheadle. Introducing first, fighting out of the press box, sports bar red corner. He has a professional record of 2 wins and 5 losses. Standing at 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 144.6 pounds. Fighting out of Champions Creed in Calgary, Alberta, Chad the Monster Anheliger.
Excited to see Chad here. Happy to have him
His
all the way
opponent
from Calgary, Alberta.
in the Popeyes Supplements blue corner, a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 1 win and 0 losses. Standing 5 feet, 10 inches tall and weighing in at 145.4 pounds. Fighting out of the Shears Martial Arts and Team Ring Shark. From Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Cory, the Irish Virus Chambers.
So excited to see this guy fight. It's really a treat to see someone that does have that level of skill and can entertain you as well. That's the kind of thing that gets you noticed in other organizations.
Laser focus from Cory Chambers here. Just touch of gloves here to get things underway.
Watch Cory go back to his Muay Thai skills. He's a great Muay Thai fighter. He's got lots of fights at that, so watch his striking go up.
Kind of pawing that jab out there, just finding his range.
Understand, he's actually broken guys' arms with his kicks, so he'll really like to focus on those power kicks of his as well. But Chad doing well, maintaining the motion and the movement in the ring, not letting Cory get situated, not being a target easy to hit.
Yeah, definitely good movement by Anheliger. Missing that kick for the most part there, Chambers. But Chambers, again with that laser focus, looking to land that counter left hand.
You can tell by the movement by Chad, he's really going to be mindful of that power. Cory's really a bit flat-footed, and he's looking for power shots.
Overhand drops, Chambers. The Irish Virus in survival mode. It's over. Anheliger dropped him with that right hand.
Shocking, but great work by Chad Anheliger. Getting that target down, using movement to be evasive, and then taking him down and getting him with that shot, that hard right hand.
Catching him a little flat-footed indeed, cracked him, and
right
down he goes.
Right on the temple, and those are those punches that they really kind of mess you up a bit.
Ultimately, it was like a slow motion fall down as it hit him, and then the shockwave kind of went through his brain and dropped him on his ass.
Nice moves by Chad the Monster Anheliger, throwing this chuck the dill whip punch from his hip, really leaning into it and catching Cory with his hands down.
Anheliger's got to be happy with that performance. Didn't barely get hit at all and managed to land a fight-ending shot. Cory Chambers looks like he's just fine now, recovered well.
It's a funny game you play. You hit the right places on the chin, on the temple, on the back of that, behind the ear. There's really nothing you can do in that situation. You get any type of shot there, you can really be losing that fight and a little discombobulated, and that's probably what happened there. You see Brian Bird is Chad Anheliger's coach over there, out of Mike Miles.
Your winner by TKO due to strikes in the first round, 53 seconds in, Chad Anheliger.
Great job by Chad the Monster Anheliger, and after that whip punch connecting so well, love to see him back at Saturday Night Fights 12, 13, 14, or 15.